Hey folks, King's Drummer here. I wanted to do another Genesis collection video, and this one just is going to show the official live DVDs that I have of the band. And I've collected quite a bit over the years. But first I want to start off with two bootlegs that got left off the last video, the CD bootlegs. The first one was from Zurich, Switzerland, July 2nd, 1977. And the CD bootleg is called Zurich Revisited. The people that put this CD bootleg out was a group called the Digital Brothers. Excuse me, the Digital Brothers. And what they do is they combined soundboard recordings with audience recordings all in one bootleg. So you get the great mix of the band through the soundboard, but you get to hear the crowd cheering, clapping, commenting to each other, heckling the band, or whatever. It really creates a really unique sound environment, as if you're there. And this is a really great sounding bootleg. And what's great about this collection, it features a live version of the song Inside and Out, as well as a live version of In That Quiet Earth, as it medleys into Afterglow. The album they were touring at the time was Wind and Wuthering, one of my favorite albums from Genesis. I also got the official bootlegs from the 2007 tour. These are bootlegs that could have been purchased on Genesis' official website during the tour. So basically, a lot of people just got to order the show they attended and have a little souvenir. This is the first show Genesis did on that tour. So this was the return of Genesis from Helsinki, Finland, June of 2007, June 11th, I think it says on there. And basic cover. It's a 2 CD set of the whole show, unedited, and with a real basic label, CD label, and it was the whole show. So I got to get the very first Genesis show, and I also bought the show I went to in October of 2007 in San Jose, California. And again, more or less the same color, same cover, but maybe a different color here. 2 CD set, just like the last one. Kind of a generic, basic label, CD label, like the last one. But this was a great show because the crowd was really into it. It was sold out, or at least it looked like it was sold out, because they filled that entire stadium. The crowd was so into the music and so into the band that you could tell Genesis was just feeling it that night, and they gave a great performance with the crowd behind them. So those are the 2 bootlegs I left off the last video. Alright, let's look at some DVDs here, and we're going to start with the Genesis movie box. This was the last box that was released in a series of Genesis box sets that basically was remastered their whole entire catalog. So all the studio albums, all the official live albums were covered in 4 different box sets. This is the last box set, and this covered just the in-concert DVDs. And the front opens like that, and there are the in-concert DVDs with, let's see, 3 sides live, the Mama Tour, Genesis Live at Wembley Stadium, Genesis The Way We Walk. This one is When in Rome, which was the 2007 reunion tour, and this is the booklet for the movie box set. And what it contains is a lot of live pictures. This is a CD right here. What's on this extra CD is a documentary of the band from VH1, Behind the Music, and I believe it starts from the beginning of the band and it goes, I think it does mention the 2007 reunion tour. I only watched it once. But this book has an essay in it written by a fan, I think by their producer. No, it was a fan. And it has a lot of live pictures in here from all the various tours. Genesis did, and of course what the essay that was written in here, and some really good stuff, you know, and some great pictures in here. Genesis looked great on stage because of the light show they brought out. They always brought out a killer light show, as you can see. So, really glad to have that. What is special about this box set is one of the videos that was on here was released for the very first time on DVD, and that was the Mama Tour from 1984. And these things are hard to get out when you take them out. Right here, the Mama Tour. I showed this in one of my other Genesis videos, but I showed my VHS copy of it. I now have the official DVD of the Mama Tour. Cool stuff. Love this, and it was one of my favorite Genesis tours captured on film. Very beginning of the Very Lights, when they used Very Lights during their concerts. So, and what's great about this is not only is there a stereo mix on here, but there's also a surround sound DTS mix, and that sounds absolutely killer. So some great sound on here, and the others I'll show a little bit later. So let's get to the official reunion tour from 2007. This was the official video from it, and it's called "When in Rome." And I think this is the concert they filmed at the Circus Maximus. I believe it was a free show, and they had something like 500,000 people there, some ridiculous number like that. It was a huge crowd. Let's just put it that way. And the packaging's really nice on this. And we got the front picture, the back picture. And then, of course, this folds out. It's a 2 DVD set right here. And also, there's a third DVD on here. And this is a documentary on Genesis getting back together, and it's called Come Rain or Shine. It's a 2-hour documentary of how this band got back together in 2007. It gives you exclusive rehearsal footage, and how they put their stage set together, how they designed that stage, and how they got everything ready for the big show. So it's a great package, and of course it came with another picture book. So I got like tons of these Genesis picture books, but I'm not complaining because I love the band. So great picture of the band and the great stage they had. It was a killer show, and got many souvenirs from that concert. So good stuff. So Genesis When in Rome from 2007. And also included, this was in the box set, but before the box set came out, I bought the official live DVD of Genesis Live, Wembley Stadium. And my last video, when I showed my concert programs, I showed the VHS copy of this. So kind of a different look than my VHS copy. The VHS copy looked like a big domino on the cover. There we go. And pretty cool looking cover here inside the CD case, as you can see. And another booklet of pictures, but not too impressive here. And what's great about this one is that it did include the Wembley concert. It also did include a documentary that was filmed by the band itself with just handheld cameras during the Invisible Touch tour that originally aired on MTV right when this tour kicked off. So it was a promotion with MTV, and then you got the footage and showed the small little documentary that they made. Which was basically just home movie footage, but really cool stuff though. So some cool extras on here. I really did enjoy this. So Genesis live at Wembley Stadium. And the next one up is Genesis, the video show. And this is pretty much every music video that was filmed by Genesis. They even have a couple videos from the Trick of the Tail album, which was Ripples, Robbery, Salt and Battery, and the title track of Trick of the Tail. Not bad. My only complaint about this was, and as you see in the one interesting thing is they got the pictures of all the covers of all the various 45s that were released as singles. So, nice thing to have. I can't say I watched it a lot. I've only watched it a few times since I've owned it. My biggest complaint, though, is the video they show for Man on the Corner. Back in the 80s, it was a live video. Basically, it was live concert footage with a live recording. Since they released this, they replaced the audio with the studio version. And that kind of bothered me because I really liked the way that song sounded live, and they replaced the audio with the with the studio track, and that kind of bugged me. Anyway, the next video, Genesis Live: The Way We Walk in Concert. This was the last. This was for the album We Can't Dance. Was the last album that featured Phil Collins as the singer and the drummer. This is the tour that supported that album. And this is also on the live box set I showed just a little bit ago. But the difference between this one has the multi-camera angle feature where you can select which camera you want. The version in the box set doesn't have that, which I think is such a waste. And also there is a question and answers documentary from each member of the band. Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, so that also isn't featured. That's also left off this video from the box set, so that's why it's great to have the official one that came out a couple of years before the box set version. And a documentary on Genesis that I don't think too many people know about, and it wasn't official. It's not a bootleg. And it was entitled "The Genesis Songbook." And it was basically just a documentary about the history of the band. It had interviews with the three guys you see there, plus Steve Hackett and Peter Gabriel. And they got acoustic versions of Follow You, Follow Me, Afterglow, and I can't remember what and No Son of Mine as the extras. And a lot of interview extras as well from Tony Banks, Phil Collins, and Mike Rutherford. So a very interesting documentary. Actually, it was pretty good. I still say the BBC version was better, but still not bad. Pretty good documentary. I really enjoyed it. All right, here's a warning. We're all Genesis fans that watch this, and there's a lot of hardcore Genesis fans on the VC. If you see this DVD in your local record store, stay away from it. I made the mistake of buying this. And it's called Inside Genesis. And it also is a documentary. I thought for sure this would be archive footage, maybe learn something I didn't know about the band. It covers the years 1975 to 1980. And it's basically some musicians from England and Ireland critiquing the Genesis during those years, and they're musicians I've never freaking heard of. All of them are very complimentary, and they discuss the songwriting, the songs, and it is a terrible video. so unfortunately, I bought it, and it's the equivalent of taking $10 out of my wallet and flushing it down the toilet. Terrible video. Alright, videos from other members of the band. Phil Collins' Serious Hits Live from Berlin. This was during the But Seriously tour. Good show. Nice sound mix on here. Surround sound mix. I have the VHS copy of this, and I have to say that this version is a lot better as far as sound mix. It's a 2 DVD set, as you can see. Really good stuff. Not much in the like The Way We Walk video. It has the multi-camera angle feature, so you can kind of pick which camera angle you want, or you can just pick the video director's version of it. Really good video. It has all the Phil Collins hits from his first 4 albums. It's a really good video. I think this is when Phil Collins was at the top of his fame. So good stuff. This next one is not a DVD, it's a Blu-ray, but I can't say it's my favorite, but I have it. Phil Collins Going Back, live at the Roseland Ballroom in New York City. And this was in support of the album called Going Back. And what that was it's a collection of Phil Collins doing Motown covers. And when I first heard about him doing the Motown cover album, I can't say I was very excited about it. I'd rather have a CD of brand new music. But I gotta admit, he did a great job covering all the classic Motown songs. And he did it with the Funk Brothers, which was the original musicians who did those famous Motown recordings. And he put together a great band to do this, and it's a good performance actually. So really glad to have that. Another Phil Collins concert, Live and Loose in Paris. I think this was the Dance into the Light tour, an album I didn't bother buying. I think I sampled it one time at a music store, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I didn't buy the album, Dance into the Light. Not my favorite Phil Collins album. But this concert video is actually really good. It has a acoustic version of the song Long, Long Way to Go, which was from the No Jacket Required album. Pretty good. And I also got a documentary on Phil Collins. It was a BBC documentary. It's called Phil Collins, A Life Less Ordinary. And not bad. I was hoping to learn more about Phil Collins, the musician, and it dealt with his personal life more or less, which was something I'm really not that interested in. I wish someone would just put out a documentary on him, but as a musician, not Phil Collins the person. Because basically it's going to talk about divorce, all the divorces. I mean, it did talk about him joining Genesis and becoming a solo artist, but it really dealt more or less with his personal life, which, not that interesting. Okay, live DVD from Steve Hackett, Once Above a Time. Really cool concert video. And the reason I bought this, number one, I love the music of Steve Hackett, but if you can look closely at song number 9, Blood on the Rooftops, a live version of Blood on the Rooftops, and some other Genesis songs like Los Angeles and Fly in the Windshield, and some classic songs from Steve Hackett's solo career. Really good live performance video. Excellent mix on this one. Oh, I didn't show you the picture book on here. What am I doing? Small booklet in here with some very interesting pictures. Steve Hackett and his band. And they run through some, like I said, through some of the classic Genesis songs. I really wanted to hear Blood on the Rooftop since Genesis never played it live ever. And funny enough, the drummer in Steve Hackett's band actually does the lead vocal, so pretty cool stuff. And I got a Mike and the Mechanics with Paul Carrack live DVD. This is live at Shepherd's Bush in London, Mike and the Mechanics. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Mechanics fan, but it's okay. This thing's okay. There's some songs that really sound great on here. The Living Years sounded good on here. All I Need Is a Miracle sounded really good on here, as well as Falling and Now That You've Gone. Beggar on the Beach of Gold was actually not bad on here. So it was a decent concert video. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was pretty good. So, and I think the Mike and Mechanics recently came out with a new album featuring 2 new lead singers. So good to see that at least Michael Rutherford's putting out new music. And 2 Peter Gabriel DVDs, and they are both excellent. Particularly this one, and it's called Growing Up Live. And this is just a fantastic in-concert video. I think probably one of the best in-concert videos of all my entire DVD collection, let alone Genesis or Genesis related. I guess it goes that way. Just a great. They play live in the round on this one, and even the packaging is fantastic. Look at the packaging, isn't that? That is cool. That is just cool, and it's a great video. Like I said, they play live in the round. The stage, I don't know who designed the stage, but it is upside down here. It is, the stage he took on this tour was fantastic. Just a great stage. I love the design of it. It's like a well, they're playing live in the round, which is like the middle of the arena. And that stage has a lot of projection screens all throughout, and it's a multi-level stage, so there's a lot of things going on. It's just such a great visual show. I really wish I had seen Peter Gabriel live. Unfortunately, I haven't, and I had many opportunities to do that, and just never took advantage of them. And after seeing this video, I was thinking, why didn't I do that? I'm a fan of his music, and his as a solo artist, of course in Genesis, but also as a solo artist, puts out great albums. And why didn't I just jump on the chance? I like it. Excellent video. Recommend anyone who's into live and concert DVDs to pick this up. This is great stuff. And it's almost like you put out a sequel to it. This one's called Still Growing Up, Live and Unwrapped by Peter Gabriel. Features some of the same songs as the last one I just showed you, but with a few. I mean, there's Salisbury Hill is on this one. Dig in the Dirt is in Come Talk to Me, Biko. Games Without Frontiers is on this one. The Tower That Ate People. So there's a few different songs on here, but it's mostly the same thing as the last video I showed you. But also a great video as well. A lot of this was filmed at an outdoor arena in France, and it contains interviews, lots of great extras on it, some interesting pictures as well on here. A real enjoyable DVD. Sound mix is absolutely superb on here. The song The Tower That Ate People, a fantastic song and a great live version of it. Real rockin' version of it here on this concert DVD. Great performance. He has a great band. The great Tony Levin is playing bass on here. It's just fantastic. So, 2 great in-concert DVDs by Peter Gabriel. It's a fantastic artist. Fantastic. Alright folks, that's it. That is my live DVD collection, most of it. I also have a humongous stack of Genesis bootleg DVDs. Concert footage that was filmed and I burned into DVD. And I counted, I have a total of 53 bootleg DVDs from Genesis and Genesis related. And wow, to go through that would take forever, so we'll just leave it to this. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sitting through this with me, and I'll see you in the next video.